This video is sponsored by Hardman Gym. Free hepatitis with every gym membership. Welcome to part 2 of the cheap fly adventure to Stockholm. Now I go along to a posh office building. In the reception area there's a glass eco disc.
Oh, street music!
And the main lifts in this office building are Cone Destination Dispatch Eco Discs.
How high does this go? I don't even know. A little seat, how nice of it. This that should be a touchscreen.
Denna våning existerar inte.
That floor does not exist.
Välj våningsplan.
Give floor number.
Hiss B till våning 18.
Elevator B to floor 18.
It's a lift, not an elevator.
Välj våning. Denna våning existerar inte.
That floor does not exist.
Välj våningsplan. Redan vid plan 0. Var snäll och förnya anropet.
Already on floor 0. Please renew your call.
Now to the next office building, which has some glass generic lifts.
Oh dear, 11's bad. 11. Ground floor is floor 4. This better be quick. I guess reasonably good.
So then, let's take a look at some train station lifts. So along we go to a metro station, and they've all got a display above the entrance of the lift. This display looks like it should be an indicator saying where the lift is. And despite the fact this is a proper display which can say anything you want it to say, it just says the same thing all the time. It just says lift. No matter what floor lift is on, it literally just says lift and says nothing else. What a waste of a display.
So another lift, rather than telling you where it's at in the shaft, it just tells you it's a lift. Every floor of this lift is called lift. It's already selected down. That's weird, you get a lift it already selects down so you don't have to press anything. Maybe that's a COVID feature, I don't know. Little tiny bit of pre-door.
And let's take a look at the escalators. Notice that this escalator has blue and yellow LEDs and it has colour changing on it to match the speed of the escalator. These LEDs are not on the steps, despite what it looks like. The LEDs are actually on the side. So the LEDs themselves are not actually moving, they're just animated to look like they're moving, and the animation stays in sync with the speed of the escalator as the escalator speeds up and slows down, making the LEDs look like they're moving with the steps when they're not as static. And on the metro stations there's signs above the escalators telling you which escalators to go on. And if you translate these, it says up, next one is also up, then the one on the left is not up. A slightly odd choice of words. Also at the central station on the commuter rail there's 5 escalators here, so you must expect your station to get very busy.
5 escalators. Where else do you get 5?
And now let's take a look at the metro station funiculars. Now funiculars on metro stations I think are a very good idea. I find funiculars very interesting, and I think running a funicular next to the escalators like this could work really well. but in practice it so often doesn't, because they are so bloody slow. This first funicular we're going to take a look at runs slower than the escalator. So imagine going up to get this funicular, and just before you get to it, the funicular cools away downstairs. You have to wait for it to trundle all the way down at a slower speed than the escalator, then you have to wait for it to trundle all the way back up to get in it, then you then take it all the way down to the bottom. It takes ages. So frustrating.
This thing's actually slower than the escalator. Fucking hell, very slightly slower than the escalator. Oh, it's painful. Motor in there. Oh, shit levelling.
Biljetthall. Dörrarna öppnas.
So then, while most of the funiculars I've found on public transport pretty much everywhere in the world have been really painfully slow, I finally managed to find a funicular that actually runs at a nice fast speed. At last, this proves that funiculars do not have to be slow and can be good transport.
Oh, a little bit quicker for once. Oh, that's a lot better, finally. A funicular's a little bit quicker. Oh, it's my favourite funicular actually. A funicular is actually a reasonable speed. Although the levelling is still crap. Let's compare how fast this goes compared to the escalator. This is pretty quick, it's funicular. Oh, you feel acceleration of that. Yes, a lot quicker than the escalator. Oh, that's got a good acceleration detail on that.
And now I go to the only inner doorless lift I found in Stockholm, which is at a train station. It's not where I'd expect to see an inner doorless lift. All of the lifts in residential buildings, which I had big hopes of being inner doorless, seems like they've all now been modernised, which is disappointing. But how comes the train station, the last place I'd expect to find an inner doorless lift, has an inner doorless one? Weird.
Stinks of piss. It's the first inner doorless lift, and it's at a station. You would not expect this. Smells overpowering.
Utgångsplan. Exit level. Kör nedåt. Going down.
Well, there's so few inner doorless lifts left. Stop. I have to leave that. It stinks of piss too badly.
Now let's go along to the hotel where I was staying. This hotel has a Cone NMX 11 lift. I've already seen quite a lot of these. Let's now take a look at a hotel room. Considering this was the cheapest hotel I found, which was not a hostel, for 2 people, it was a bit pricey, but still reasonable for being one of the cheaper ones. Now we go to a posh shopping centre in the city centre. This shopping centre is very nice looking, and the lifts are ThyssenKrupp Evolution lifts.
Plan 1, first floor.
Now we go to the City Theatre, which have got some boring generic lifts.
Floor 1.5.
Våning 1,5.
Floor 1.5.
Now I go to a random hospital. Sadly though, I didn't really find anything of interest in this hospital.
So the entire display just says person hiss on it all the time. It never changes. Oh, it's boring.
Våning 14. 14th floor.
Now we go into a little residential building, which used to have an interesting old lift, but it's now been horribly modernised.
Right. Oh, it's a bit... I wanted it original. Let's try and stop at 1. Stop. No, look how perfect, look at that. This in the door's pissing me off. Let's bypass it. That's better. Fuck you in the door. But 11's going to be appalling. Well, it might surprise me.
Våning 5.
SCT hiss. Have they done a good job on the mod? Ish, I guess.
Now we go to the next shopping centre. This is a smaller little shopping centre, and it's got an Otis Gen 2, or is it Gen 3, or whatever the fuck it is. It's a shit Otis.
Cheap Otis. Otis Gen 2, always fucking cheap. Does it count as an Otis Gen 3 if Gen 3 has got this panel? Because there's nothing else different about it, I have no idea. Oh look, got ultra secure keys there, it's the most ridiculous looking key. And these ones, rather than it beeping straight away, it doesn't beep till it responds. So when you press 5, it doesn't light up straight away. So it lights up once it's responded. Apart from that detail, it's no difference.
Now I go along to the airport, and there's one lift in the airport which was very unusually interesting, an Otis Gen 2, which was actually well built for once, 2,500 kilogram capacity. It's got a proper chassis on it. The interior of the lift feels very well built, very strong metalwork on it, which is not normal for Gen 2s, and it's got pre-doors. If only all Gen 2s could be like this. Now we go to a set of 3 classic Cone M Series TMS lifts.
Våning 4. Third floor.
second floor.
Then how do you